What's up, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters: Dark Cap'n, Telma, Joshua Gare, Canadian Caesar, Kenvara, Jean-Luc Cheritat, OXL, Colin Young, Ross Lingard, Joshua Lawrence, Kevin, by the way, I'm a girl, Yoda, and Munit D02. Thank you all very much for your support, and if you want to support us on Patreon, feel free to click the link below to find out more, and we'll see you there. You want to know Edgy? I'll tell you about Edgy. Doom 2016. Sorry. Yeah. Also speaking on Edgy, the Vape Lord Supreme over here, which honestly, if all you're gonna do is complain about him, having a vape,
if that's the
Jake,
case,
tell him how you feel about that. Yeah, that's about par for the course there.
Yep.
One of these days, we're going to build a fight club and have a day where these people actually show up if they're really that mad about it.
Yeah, if y'all are mad and want to throw down, I mean, I'd love to see Jake fight because honestly, honestly, he's a former Marine and he's also a former MMA fighter, so
a little lacking on my cardio at the moment, though.
Cardio really doesn't matter against most people, though. No, so's everybody else out there.
Yeah, my fighting days.
It's not like you're
going
to run into a pro athlete the likes of Usain Bolt ready to show up and throw down with you.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've pretty much became somewhat of a pacifist, I would say, since I've kind of chilled out. But no, I love the sport of fighting, though. Like being in a ring or cage or on the mats and rolling with people, that's where it's at.
Well, that's like me on Saturday. I'm excited for the fight coming up. It's Conor McGregor versus Donald Cerrone. Two of my favorite fighters ever of all time going at it.
I hope Cerrone wins. And I normally hate Cerrone.
No, I love Cerrone because no matter what, the dude is always down to fight.
Yep.
Always.
He's got good hands, man. He's just
he's got good hands. He's also killer on the ground, too.
Yep.
He's got more submission victories than he does knockouts, which surprised the hell out of me when I found out that little fact. And, of course, Conor McGregor coming back, which, Mystic Mac, the Irish stymie, Mr. Give me your belt. He's coming back after taking a little while off, for personal reasons. He took a break off of, raising his child, potentially cheating on his wife and punching old men in bars in Ireland for, and coming back to try and fight again.
As you do.
As you do as a liquor peddling, fighter.
Alcohol and extreme testosterone doesn't mix.
Well, no, and here's the thing. I've tried his Proper 12 whiskey. Pretty good. Pretty tasty. Although I will say this, doesn't beat Lagavulin. Does not beat Lagavulin in terms of, taste.
You know what my favorite alcohol in the world is?
Shirley Temple?
Free alcohol.
Yeah.
That's the best kind.
Yeah.
Yep.
And which, if the only thing you'll have to do to get that is just dress up as a hot girl and go to a bar.
Or he can save himself some trouble and just get a shot of my Jack from upstairs.
Oh, that's right, because he's got a big bottle of Jack Daniels.
Take it where you can get it.
I've also got a huge thing of vodka behind the bar up there.
Yeah, I had that vodka set up there, and I was like, okay, I only drank that much of it the other day, so I was like, put it at the bar, community liquor.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we got. And also, I got this awesome New Orleans New Orleans style peppermint liquor, which my mom had and she gave to me and I tried. It is honestly like drinking a little espresso, like a little peppermint espresso, except it gets you drunk.
That's what I need. First thing in the morning. Have my morning coffee and get a
just drive straight to work.
If only I didn't have to drive, yeah. That's why I like one day. When the automated cars.
I was trying to say the automatic driver.
Yeah, get a Tesla.
Flask, and then you just keep it with you, and then you get
guys,
to work pulling at the parking lot.
Whenever I get my Cybertruck, we're getting
my Model S, so I'll be right there with you.
Yeah, we need to do like a road trip or something. It'll be the quietest road trip in history.
Well, we're going to have to clear out the garage, right? We're going to have to start parking them in the garage.
Not really, no. You actually can park them outside.
Yeah, I know you can.
You have the supercharging cables go out into the... You just have to put them back inside, spool them up and put them back inside their little covers. But yeah, speaking of the future, future looks grim for those in the Doom universe because it seems as though hell is now on Earth, and it looks like it looks literally like all hell is broken loose with Doom Eternal. So we got this queued up here. This is the official story gameplay trailer. Let's find out what the Doomslayer is going to be getting into, and if he will in fact rip and tear. Here we go.
Nice reference, by the way.
I feel like nobody's gonna buy the game if he doesn't.
Earth 2150. Is this like alternate Earth 2151 or?
Dude, now
here?
that is sick.
That is awesome. I love that visual.
I'll move to that city.
Right in the middle. You'll go out demon slaying every day.
Nah, I'm gonna be at the fire
Shit.
district.
Oh,
Hell.
oh,
That's a big bitch.
Jesus God. Oh, did you see?
Oh, I hear the chords.
Oh,
You hear the music already?
yeah, I do.
Oh, yes.
Damn.
Saving your people will not bring you peace. Only make the burden you carry worse.
For millennia we have survived. Made others sacrifice in the name of our prosperity.
Wait, Hayden?
Who are you? A human? You defy our
Was it Lilith?
traditions.
I think so. Nighty-night. Jesus. Oh. Oh, shield.
Nice.
Yes. Okay. Oh.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I love this
and the
shit.
double jump.
Good combat.
Quickly, there are those who would seek to stop them. Nothing but a usurper.
Damn, look at them arms. He's jacked.
Bring it, bitch.
The only thing they fear is you.
Oh. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Oh. Oh. 2 more months. We gotta wait 2 more months for this shit. And you know what? I am ready. I am ready. Jesus,
That
dude.
was pretty awesome.
That was wicked. I love that shit,
I
man.
love their art. I love the music.
I guess I'm desensitized to it at this point, but like, I don't get that stoked about it. I'm excited about it, but like, I don't get that stoked about it. It's Doom.
A
What do you
literal
expect?
giant walking through the city.
Yeah, it was badass.
A hand reaching over top of... dude.
Yeah, it was badass.
That
That's,
combat, too.
I don't know. I just
Like,
don't overreact like
I mean,
that.
It
so.
kind of looked better than Doom 2016, to be
Well, of
honest.
course,
so-
they've had 4 years to,
Yeah,
to
so-
make
Yeah,
it.
well, it's gonna
so-
be bigger and more epic, I think.
I mean,
So-
I feel like Nick's pretty metal, so like on his insides, that's like Casual Tuesday for him.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It's like
Okay,
this
fair
is
enough.
this is what I live and breathe.
I kind of do that too. Like
Whereas like you normies are just like, oh! And I'm just like, yeah, that's what I
Normies.
That's
come
that's
on,
my
dude.
blood.
I get hyped for gameplay.
So-
I get hyped for seeing the gameplay evolve, and the gameplay is definitely evolved.
I've actually never played.
It
a
looks
Doom
good.
game.
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
Doom 2016 is a good entry point because it doesn't have a bunch of lore you got to learn or anything like that. It's sort of like Dark
See,
Souls.
you lost me. I love lore.
Okay, no, but
you
there
might like
is
Doom 3
What?
more
no,
than-
No,
but
no,
there
no.
is good lore.
There's
there.
lore.
You can read it.
There's
You
absolutely
can
lore.
actually just go and read it. It's like I was saying. It's like Dark Souls.
It's
I'm like the guy reading the books in
Yeah.
Skyrim. Like that's.
Yeah.
because like Dark Souls is where like you could just play through it, and not really give a shit about the lore, but if you want to dive deeper into it, there's more there.
yeah.
Whereas Doom 3, it's very linear, so it makes you follow this specific path,
And which-
and it feeds the story to you as you
In
go.
which
And I like that. I
Doom
like
3,
that. So.
Doom 3's a prequel to like the entire Doom franchise. It's considered like the starting
Doom
point.
2016, you can
It
kinda
was
play
actually a
either way.
reboot of the first Doom, technically.
Technically, but it begins before
I mean,
Doom 1 starts.
I'm definitely aware of the history of it because I mean, Doom was kind of groundbreaking when it came out. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah,
It was
it's,
groundbreaking with Doom. You can
Wolfenstein.
You can kind of skip Doom 2 because it's kind of like the same thing as the first one, just different levels.
yeah.
kind of like, it was almost like an expansion pack. Pretty much.
Three
was
where...
kind of groundbreaking for me at the time. The graphics with that was just like jaw dropping. Like,
well, and not only
shit,
that, but the suffocating atmosphere of you being in the dark and without a proper light, being able to see what's attacking you.
Well, it's the thing that you had a flashlight.
At the
It's
gun
just
at the same time.
Yeah.
you have to
the
switch back and forth.
Everybody's
like
pissed
taping,
about that
yeah.
and everything, but it adds a really
Scary,
cool
yeah.
aspect of the game because you're like itching through the dark and you can barely see some stuff and you see like, oh shit, you shine the flashlight, and as soon as you see it, you're just like shooting everywhere.
Well,
and when you
but
shoot,
then-
the flash lights them up, so sometimes they'll be fucking coming at you all over the place. You're like,
But then, of course, there's the one gun that actually has the light on the end of it. I
Yeah.
think it's one of the shotguns. And the light, the amount of light coverage you get with it is limited because with the flashlight you get like this, but with that light you get like this.
I'm pretty sure that was either that was in the expansion or you're thinking of the mod where they taped the flashlight to the guns.
Yep, there was a mod for it.
Yeah,
and,
because there were no
I
guns that had a
remember
light
it. I
on the end of
remember
it.
it in the original X-Play review because Morgan Webb said that that's really the only saving grace that for her she felt like actually relieved some of the suffocating like fear.
I'm pretty
that
sure
the game
that was on the
made.
expansion though. I think Nick's right.
It might have been.
'Cause I remember
It might have been the
first Doom 3.
It's like, I played the shit out of Doom 3, and I think I would remember there being a light on one of the
but
guns.
there
And
in the
there
expansion
wasn't in the
it had it,
first.
and it wasn't
the
even
original
really
Doom
a
3.
bright light. It was just like a little glow, but it was like a little cheap light on the thing.
So I'm like him. Like I like that game a lot more than most everybody else did. I played through it like 8 times. So I don't remember there being a light on the gun until I put a mod on it.
The biggest downfall of Doom 3 of more than
But I
anything
haven't
else
played
is backtracking.
Resurrection, so
You get
Yeah.
so lost in that game. If you don't get lost in Doom 3, then you were just stupid good with like directions and
Well,
had a good sense of direction. 'Cause
it
I
was-
know I
it
get
was
lost.
Just
That's-
lucky.
In which I
Yeah.
guess that's why I love Doom 2016 is because where the maps are open-ended and you literally can just go anywhere on the maps.
Yeah.
in
It's
the- in the
more
sections that you're in.
action-based, whereas Doom 3 was more horror-based.
Yeah.
So,
No, which I can
Yeah.
appreciate the horror because
yeah, I like a
because
good
it's just-
mix. A good mix of both is really good because, like, on Doom 2016, it felt like you were really overpowered. It really
Well,
did.
yeah,
like,
you're the
everything would kill you. In
That's
like 2
that's
hits
if you're
on
playing
the-
on like normal or easy
Yeah, that's
difficulty.
true, that's true.
If you play on the harder difficulties, you gotta move.
Yeah.
You have to move and you have to stay out of their way.
Well, ammo was very, very scarce on Doom 3 too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Getting a lot of ammo, and then when you did get ammo, it doesn't do that much. Like it takes a fucking half a clip to kill them. You know, it was like
It's like the Resident Evil 2 remake. I mean, you get a lot. Like me, I remember when Nick was watching me do my playthrough, he's just like, God, dude, you're wasting so much ammo. And I'm like, shit, you're right.
it's like
he was
Evil
right.
Within, man. Like I picked up
Then,
ammo
like,
for the first
15
time. and it
minutes
gives
later,
you
he's like,
one
"Fuck, I have
bullet."
no
I
ammo.
was like, really?
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I picked up some ammo. I got excited. I was like, one bullet.
that's
Now,
the thing
you're
about the
shitting
Resident
me.
Evil games is like at first you feel like you have a gun so you can shoot shit and kill it. You have a gun so you can shoot shit when you're in a situation that's your only option, and then you're gonna run past it, like, and you're not gonna kill it, like. And it's like once you realize that it's more of a puzzle game, like in terms of how you're moving through rooms, than it is like an action game, then it becomes a little easier to figure out
So
that gameplay
I
style.
liked a lot of the hidden secrets and Easter eggs that were in Doom 3 too. They got these lockers, and then every locker can pretty much be opened as long as it's greenlit. And there's passwords for them, and to get the passwords, you pretty much got to hunt and read the things to get them. And of course, there's the convenient one where it has the password 666, and then opens up, and it's not what you want.
I also like the little Easter eggs and stuff they have in the Doom 2016.
Yeah.
You find the little Doom guy, and it's like a little doll, and you put its fist up and you fist bump it.
Oh, did you play Doom 3 on PC, by the way?
Yes,
Okay,
I played
good.
it before it came out on Xbox.
Yeah, because that was the thing is they actually
Like 4
took a
years
bunch of
before
shit
Xbox,
out of
I
the
think.
game on the Xbox version that was like
Yeah.
atmosphere-wise.
It ran like shit. I got it on Xbox, and it run like ass.
Yeah. Well, like id for some reason assumed that like Xbox players didn't appreciate like atmosphere and like creepiness as much as they did action, so they actually
a
like
lot
took
of
out a
stuff
lot
taken
of the
out.
creepy stuff that happened in it just to make it more action
You
oriented.
had to have a hell of a PC to play Doom 3 on PC back
In the day, yeah,
it
you
came
had to
out,
have
man,
a
it was
pretty
like-
good one.
But I remember it and Riddick had the same engine.
Yeah.
Escape from Butcher Bay. That was a damn good game.
Well, yeah,
So-
id Tech loaned out their engines to indie developers, to help give them a foot up. Because that's
They
how
made
John
Renegade.
Carmack was. John Carmack
Who
loved
made
that.
Renegade?
Starbreeze. It's
Starbreeze.
Vin Diesel's
Yeah.
game development studio.
I love those games. They're super underrated. I think it had to do with marketing, but a good prison escape game is something rare. I mean, they've got like what?
A Way Out.
2 or
The
3.
thing that
Way
got
Out's
me
good. Yeah,
about-
I love that one.
Butcher Bay was probably one of the first games that I ever played that was a first-person game that, like, when you would crouch down, you could actually look down and see, like, your knee and shit. And so it was actually fully immersive. It
Yeah, the
wasn't
combat
like
was
you were just a
ridiculous.
floating camera.
Because the
With a
combat,
gun
like
in
you
front
could
of it.
punch with the left or you could punch with the right. You
Yeah.
could block, you could counter and grab and cover. You could use anything. Like there's a part in the game where you take a screwdriver and you can stealth it behind him and you stab it through the side of his neck, grab
And-
the other end of the screwdriver and wrench his head around backwards.
They
Dude,
got
I was like,
they got the depth
damn.
perception on that perfect for the time too, because other games had tried like melee and shit in first person, but it just was kind of shitty because of the depth perception
Yeah.
in the games, like Torok and
This one
shit.
moved in and out.
But
It was
yeah,
just-
like
and
the
Exhibit
combat
was
in
in it,
first
too.
person was
Yeah.
awesome.
It had great voice acting, great acting. I mean, hell, it was just a. If you ask me, it was like a masterpiece of a game. I'm glad it got a remastered though too. I just wish it would get more hype because like it seems very underrated. I love the movies too. I love all the movies and the anime.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal though is one of those few games that, like, as many trailers as I watch and everything, I've known the entire time it's going to be fucking badass, and I have all the faith that it's going to be fucking badass.
Well, it's because it's id handling it, not Bethesda.
And just
Yeah.
it's like watching the trailers. You're just like, yep. Like I thought, it looks fucking badass.
All right. Well, we're going to move on from
I
this,
can't wait
ladies
to
and
play it.
gentlemen. We got other stuff to get to. So I hope that you all enjoyed this. And if you want to see more, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, leave a like on the video. We greatly appreciate it. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace out.